Hi, this is Zara from Real Talk Reclaimed. Welcome again to the episode where we speak about voices within our communities. Now, today I have with me a very interesting person and an incredible mascot. I'm not going to say who he is. Guest, can you tell me who you are and what you do and what brings you into this space?
Hi Zara, it's a pleasure to be on your podcast. You're inspiring a lot of people in the whole world, I could say, in our community especially. My name is Mohamed Sadiqi.
Because you're authentic, right? So the reason that I have people on like yourself, sometimes it's very difficult to speak when someone asks you a question, right? But you get used to it after a while. It's like, ooh.
Well, yeah, I do get used to it when I'm
Yeah.
in front of the crowd or talking to
Yes.
people in the community
Yes.
where I'm specialized at. But
Yes.
coming at a podcast talking about it's my first experience. I know people will excuse me if
Yes.
I missed any miscommunication. Obviously, yes. I live in Birmingham
Okay.
for the past 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did graduate on business management.
Okay.
At the moment, I'm working with two different companies, with the same company, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, New Life Housing, where we offer support and accommodation for um, vulnerable people, for homeless people.
Okay. Yes.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
we also part of elite care homes where
Yes.
we support people with um, difficult situations like people with
Yes.
drug addict, mental health, people with
Yes.
learning difficulties. So my part is engaging with, obviously, you could say, the tenants with
Mm-hmm.
their support planning,
Mm-hmm.
encourage them and set goals for them to achieve them in
Mm.
short terms, medium terms, and long terms goals, and then we gave them
Yes.
access where they can have independent living.
Where does football come in? Because the majority of your content is about football. But what is
Yeah,
football? Football is someone kicking a ball to what's the whole point of it? What is it?
well, this is the profession. Football side, I am a footballer. I used to play football until like semi-professional in this country. Um, I played in many different teams in England,
Yes.
and then obviously I did volunteer with one of the teams in Midland here, Birmingham Tigers. Shout out to Birmingham Tigers. Uh, yeah,
Yes.
and now I'm coaching with them. Obviously, I'm looking after the team, coaching, and the teams in Division Three, Midland Football League.
Yes.
It's a Step 7 team, um, where obviously that's my
Mm.
passion. I literally spend most of my weekends um, with football, where
Yes.
also, apart from my 9 to 5, which is
Yes.
my routine, my daily routine,
Mm.
I do um offer time for football training, uh, young people, training the team,
Mm.
and also there's a Sudanese community side where we do
Yes.
have. Recently, we did had tournaments, which is a yearly tournaments.
Yes.
Every year we host the tournaments in Birmingham. We do have different teams. We did had 3 teams from London. We did had Coventry, Wolverhampton,
Yes.
and a team from Nottingham. Yes.
Yes.
So it was more about we encouraging people, bringing communities together. That's the aim, raising awareness about the life in the UK.
Yes.
Also, it's more like integration for them, because
Yes.
majority of the teams, majority of the players are young people.
Yes. Oh,
So that's the
wow.
community part, yes. So it's quite challenging, but
But you
It,
do a superb job with it. It's superb to bring all of the Sudanese communities together and say, let's bring you together with football, with love, and then integration. So everything you do, everything you did,
yeah.
everything you're doing now, and everything you're continuously doing is helping the larger. There's a larger purpose behind it. So when Sudanese people first come to the UK, they find difficulties.
The difficulties that face everyone in this country, obviously, if you speak in native language or if you speak in a
Yes.
different language than English, the demands in this country, it's quite challenging in terms of
Mm,
living, employabilities, in terms
mm,
of education,
yes.
those are the factors that can face everyone in this country. And obviously, you have to find work. At the same time, you have to study. Then
Yes.
it's quite challenging. So unless you're determined to go through all of these commitments or all
Yeah.
these demands, it's going to be difficult for you, to
Yeah.
integrate or to be part of the society that we're in today.
But I find, because I'm half Sudanese, I find Sudanese people to be very, very resilient, very strong, very determined, like you said.
Yeah,
No matter where you go, the saying, "Al jungle masamir al ard," right? Can you explain
yes.
to me this saying? What, like, Al jungle masamir al ard? What does they are the corners,
Um,
they are the nails of the
okay,
ground? They're the nails of the.
okay. Um, I would like to take this opportunity to say shout out to the author Abdulaziz Barkasaki, and obviously he's a legend
Yes.
worldwide, not just
Okay.
Sudan or the Middle East, or he's a worldwide. He has
Yes.
so many novels, and so shout out to him. And he's one of the people that we are proud of him as a Sudanese people. In terms of a jungle Musamman arc, well, it's kind of like it's just describe how strong we are, I think, where we can live in any different conditions and we can face any challenges. That's from my perspective, obviously. I'm not
Yeah.
sure for sure, but you know,
It is, you hear, I used to work for Waging Peace, and Waging Peace was, and I worked for the United Nations, but coming from Southern Darfur, and then
yeah,
my mother moved to the UK, and obviously she's married to, I'll say, an English guy. Um,
yeah.
Seeing how the Sudanese community has evolved, do you feel that the Sudanese community has become stronger? Because there were not that many. In 91, when we first came from Sudan, there were not many. Now they are in different cities. Do you feel that they're getting stronger, or do you feel
Well,
that they're shattered?
well, um, logically, we are stronger in any way, anyhow.
Yes.
We were a great nation and we're still a great nation. And we can obviously live in any part
Yeah.
of the world. Sudanese people, everybody knows them, very
Yes.
well educated people, very,
Yes.
very respected, very determined to achieve great things. Sudan used to be one of the great nations across the globe.
Yes.
And obviously, our recent histories and what
Mm.
happened to the country, obviously, everybody knows about it. So, in terms of are we, yes, I could say we can live in anywhere where we can learn different things. We have very big capacity in terms of knowledge that we can involve and we can be a great nation again and we can lead the world again.
Yes. It is remarkable because I remember in Nottingham they had a Sudanese school.
Yeah,
And the Sudanese school nowadays, like, I work with a company where it's, the bosses are Middle Eastern, but the teachers are Sudanese. So there are a lot more platforms now available where the Sudanese children are learning online about their own, their own heritage, I guess. The Sudanese
yeah,
kids that were born outside of Sudan, where you'll see their books. I can't mention the name of the company right now, the name of the book, but if you look through the book, you'll see like a woman in like, the tob and the man in the imma and the words used, because in Sudan a long time ago, as you know, there were Nimeri schools. There were schools that were teaching children or teaching our grandfathers about the Western world. But now there's more medium. The Sudanese people now have created their own systems. They want to teach their children about their country. They want to teach their children about the culture. Do you think in the future Sudan is going to rise up again in how it was with the communities that are outside? Because a lot of people complain, the Sudanese in Sudan say, but you have left the country and you're living in the UK. And the people, Sudanese in the UK, are saying to the Sudanese, we left, we had no choice. Do you think it will change? Would you go back to Sudan?
Well, yes, there's possibilities where we all can go back one day.
Yeah.
It's not, obviously, it's not far. I can imagine it's just around the corner. That's the country where Sudan. In terms of education and like you mentioned, for young people or for those who are born outside Sudan, and I don't see any issues because I see a living example on a daily basis in Birmingham in
Yes.
particular. There is so many of uh, born and raised, born and bred, I could say, in the UK, which is quite impressive.
Yes.
Also, one of the great things about Sudan is that our differences as a culture, as minorities, this is
Yes.
what makes us stronger,
No, indeed. I say the same thing, but what does it mean to be Sudanese? Resilience, power, adaptability, determination. How would you describe a Sudanese person?
But there's always something unique about every nation. Apart from education, apart from doctors, apart from engineering, apart from so many different things.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
what makes us different is our culture.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. The
that's what makes
diversity.
us different. Diversity. That's what makes us different.
The
So,
diversity.
so it's one of the things that make us proud.
Yeah, because Sudanese food is a mixture of Turkish food, a mixture of Middle Eastern food, a mixture of African food, and it's a mixture of Italian food, and it's a mixture of everything.
Because all the people come from Sudan. That's why.
Yes, they did
No.
claim so. It started
Yeah, we're
from
still claiming, so that's fine. We're happy with it.
no, indeed. So let's go
Yeah.
back. Let's go back to football and how it helps the community. How does football help the community? You said integration earlier, but how have you seen it changed an individual person's life when they've come to the UK and they've been lost and they've needed to integrate? How has it done that? How has it shaped them?
Well, there's many different ways, which is football we're talking about. Um, if, for example,
Mm.
someone joined the team and
Yes.
attending regular 3 times a week session,
Yes.
on Saturday he's going to play a match on the league.
Yes.
So I eventually took the person of the street. I eventually took the person of so many different things that he
Mm.
can involve in his it's spare time. So that's the purpose where you can actually do something positive about yourself on your physical well-being, it's mental health, playing football, you're being happy. Also, you're achieving
Yes.
great things. You might go play in the high leagues. You might do
Yes.
a great things. So those those things as part of our um, commitments to the
Yes.
community, across the communities. It's not just Sudanese, because obviously where I've got the team, where the management, we do have
Yes.
different cultures involved. We
Mm-hmm.
do have English players, we do have African
Mm-hmm.
players, Arab players,
Mm-hmm.
Brazilian players, Spanish players. So
Mm.
it's just matter of um, the English language. If I took
Yes.
one of the players, this is Sudanese, and he's joined the team, obviously he speak English. That's
Yeah.
one of the advantages. If
Yes.
even if he doesn't speak, so he
Yes.
can speak English with the players. He can speak English with the gathering, team gathering, or the pre-match, or the team talk. All those things give this confidence for all the players, you
Yes.
know, to achieve many different things.
It's when I saw your videos, sorry Mo to interrupt you. When I saw your videos on TikTok, I was thinking, wow, look at this remarkable individual who is, you know, doing it for the greater good to take someone, you know, because the way that the players were standing and the way that they were shaking each other's hand, it reminded me of like, do you know, in Sudan when you make like a car out of metal and you know the tantara. I don't know what tantara is in English.
Yes,
The
I
tantara or like Arabiyat Hadid. You know the cars
yeah,
that they
yeah,
make. So you like you have an idea in your head with your friends. I want to build this car. So everyone goes to collect something or to bring something that they have and they put it within this like they make this car and everyone has they take it in turn to play with this little car that they built. So when I see you doing what you do, it's sort of like bringing all of these little things, you know, that build this greater big car because football makes people understand to move together, right? You're moving together.
yeah,
You're not just playing
absolutely.
by yourself. That sense, do you feel you feel honored, you feel powerful? How does it make you feel when someone says to you, Mo Sadiq, like you're remarkable? How does it make you feel?
I feel connected, I could say, because
Yes.
obviously when you plan something, and there's by the way, there's so many people they get involved in that
Mm.
Sudanese community tournaments. It
Yes.
just ended a couple of weeks ago,
Yes.
and it wasn't just one person idea, or it was a whole lot of
Mm.
Sudanese community in Birmingham.
Yes.
They contributed with time, effort, so many
Yes.
people at the background. They did a lot of hard work. Yes,
Yes.
I was on the camera, but there were so many people, behind the scene,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and
No. Mm-hmm.
yeah, we tried to give them an experience, where yes, we can do this. You
Yes.
know, we organize the tournaments and we try to copy so many things that in a real football it exists. For
Yes.
example, like a Premier League, like World Cup, like so many different tournaments. So we try to copy everything. So we make it real for everybody. When you see it, wow, it looks like real.
It does.
Everyone come watch as a fan is enjoy watching. Everyone involved as a player. It's a
Yes.
pleasure. They feel like they're playing in a real tournaments. They play hard to get the trophies. You know, when you record the videos and stuff like this, feel
Yes.
like they're in a TV, and then you take those videos and you take them to TikTok, those
Yes.
social media platforms. Everybody as a Sudanese community in the UK, they know them. So many parts of Sudanese in back home, they know them. Like,
Oh yes. Then the mothers and
yeah,
then the mothers and
absolutely,
the
yes.
mothers and
So,
their daddies stay and see
yeah,
them.
yes, yes. So it's a great experience, both as organizers and people who participate. So
Yes.
that's that's one of the things that it makes you feel connected.
Do you have any advice for someone who has come from Sudan and is very lost? That's my question to you. What should they do?
Ah, okay. Get back to education.
Mm,
That's the key. Go back to
yes.
education because education is the key for the door that you open so many opportunities for you in the UK.
Yes. You studied, you
That's
don't
number
have
one.
you don't have an accent. You don't sound Sudanese when you speak English. Do you understand what I
Really.
mean? You don't
And
sound
I
Sudanese.
know, I know that. So yes, so many people say that to me, but obviously, during my time in England, I made friends.
Yeah.
Until today, when I meet people, they say, "Oh, you speak." It's a London accent, but
Yes.
I never lived in London. It's
Yeah.
Birmingham. It's kind of mixed because I had friends who they were born in London, but they moved to Birmingham, and
Yes.
they were my friends until from like day one until now. So those I've learned so many from them. Also,
Mm.
education is part of it, and yeah, it's just to feel like
Oh my
yeah,
word.
up to
Oh
date.
my word.
Yeah,
Oh my word. Well, Mo, thank you so much for joining me today on Real Talk Reclaimed. I won't take much more of your time, but there has to be another episode. So I'm hoping to bring all of the Sudanese community together, to the Sudanese community, the people within the communities that make a difference. And it's been a great honor to have you today on my show, on my podcast. But Mo Sadiqi, continue doing what you do. And thank you, listeners, for spending the time to listen to Mo. I've not given you guys everything, but I've given you enough to understand Mo Sadiqi is making a difference in the world because he chose to. And he said that education is the most important thing. And as Nelson Mandela says, education is the only key that you need to be able to change your life and your world. So Mo Sadiqi, thank you very much. And listeners, see you guys again. Bye-bye. Thank you.